Photographic memory, concentration, speed calculation, great thinking power, multiple language acquisition, sharp intuitive senses, self-confidence, rich creativity, great personality. Your child can acquire these special right brain abilities easily and unconsciously too, if you start Heguru right brain training during the golden formative years from birth through 6 years old. What is Heguru education? Over 30 years ago, a Japanese educator, Mrs. Riko Henmi, discovered that children who underwent right brain training had superior visualization abilities and were able to do wave reading. It was a high-level ability which was unheard of back then, and it made history in Japan. As the children flipped through the book at high speed, images began to appear in their mind like a movie, which helped them understand the contents of the book almost instantaneously. After spending countless hours researching and interacting with her students, Riko Henmi discovered that all children are born with an amazing potential, which can be developed only if they are provided with the right stimulation during the first few years of life. With her knowledge and passion to bring out the innate potential in children, Riko Henmi founded Heguru, which is now becoming the single largest right brain school in Japan. There are now Heguru schools internationally in Australia, China, Malaysia, and Thailand. Backed by over 30 years of research and practicum, Heguru uses understanding of how a child's brain functions as well as the critical period of the brain's development to support the design of effective brain stimulation programs for children. How the child's brain develops. There are some important facts which you need to understand about the development of your child's brain. First, the right brain possesses special abilities that the left does not have. In 1981, neuropsychologist Dr. Roger Sperry was awarded the Nobel Prize for the split brain theory. He proved that the left brain and the right brain perform different functions. While the left brain controls the conscious mind and specializes in logical and verbal tasks, it is slow in processing information and is able to process only a limited amount of data. On the other hand, the right brain controls the subconscious mind. It has powerful abilities such as long-term photographic memory, strong visualization ability, and a heightened sense of intuition. The right brain has a high-speed information processing ability and is able to process a huge amount of data instantaneously. Critical period for right brain development is from birth through 6 years old. The key to developing these special and powerful right brain abilities is to provide proper and effective stimulation of the right brain during the limited formative period of 0 to 6 years old. When a child is born, it is the right hemisphere of the brain that develops first, from birth to 3 years old. During this period, a child learns the fastest and with the least efforts. After 3 years old, these special right brain abilities will begin to fade and diminish. Beyond the age of 6, if still left untrained, these special right brain abilities will become dormant as the logical and analytical left brain takes over the brain. So it is very important to capitalize on the limited window, especially 0 to 3 years old, to provide the proper and appropriate stimulation to the right brain. Once we miss this golden period, there is no way that we can retrieve it. Synaptic pruning process of the brain. To add, a baby will have most of its 100 billions of key brain cells, known as neurons, at birth. Missing at birth, however, are most of the connections or synapses between the neurons. A child's experiences create connections between the neurons into a complex neural network. Exposure to quality stimulus helps to strengthen these neural networks. At the same time, weak connections, or networks which are deemed redundant by the body, are removed through a natural pruning process. The most vigorous growth, pruning, and connecting activity occurs between 1 through 4 years old. Even though the brain continues to grow and develop, the overall number of neurons and synapses are usually reduced up to 50% from birth to 6 years old if there is no appropriate and effective stimulation to the brain. Furthermore, according to American scientist Richard Scammon, neural tissues experience rapid growth during the period of 0 to 3 years old. By the age of 3, 70% of the brain is formed, and by the age of 7, almost 95% of the brain has already been developed. That is why it is critical that a child starts right brain training as young as possible during the critical period of birth to 6 years old to harness the innate potential and powerful abilities of the child. A child's intelligence is not fixed at birth, and early experiences promote healthy brain development. The benefits of a quality early childhood program will persist through adulthood. Showcase of genius abilities of Heguru students. Certain special and powerful abilities can be acquired as a result of proper right brain stimulation. These include photographic memory, concentration, speed calculation, great thinking power, multiple language acquisition, sharp intuitive senses, self-confidence, rich creativity, great personality. The ability to concentrate contributes to a child's success and confidence in school. Having these abilities will make academic tasks much easier to perform for your child, giving your child a significant competitive edge in school. Let's take a look at how Heguru students exhibit these special abilities. Hado reading. How can we explain this extreme example of speed reading? Normally, the left brain turns information from the external world into languages. This requires processing in which information is processed one at a time slowly from left to right. The right brain, however, processes information more quickly as images and pictures. The words are instantaneously transformed into vivid images that are both easy to comprehend and recall. Photographic memory. Here, we see our 5-year-old student demonstrate his superior memory power by recalling all 20 cards instantaneously with just a glance.
Joanne, are you ready?
Ready! Well met.
Good.
Letter, mango, juice, toffee,
Good.
hamburger, tricycle, bridge, shopping mall, plumber, rake, skirt, heart, cookie, giant, gloves, hammer, potato, square.
Well done.
This is a feat that even adults are not able to match. Speed calculation ability. In the activities, we see how our preschool students are able to use their thinking power and speed calculation ability to understand and transform literal questions to numeral equations and solve them correctly. Sharp intuitive senses. Here we see how our students, as young as just 2 years old, are able to demonstrate their memory and sharp intuitive senses. Self-confidence. With Heguru education, our students will grow up to be stress-free, confident, and happy learners with great personality. Class preview. Infant and toddler course. Now let's take you on a tour of our lessons, beginning with the infant and toddler course. The infant and toddler course is a parent-accompanied program which encourages parent-child bonding. It is for children 6 months to 4 years old and focuses on right brain stimulation and development during the period when your child's right brain is most active. Memory training. One of the greatest advantages of early right brain training is its impact on memory during your child's formative years when learning is effortless. We introduce 2 useful techniques, the link memory and the peg memory technique. We also develop your child's photographic memory with our mandala puzzle. Critical thinking skills. To develop your child's critical thinking skills, we design activities that involve the synthesis of 4 skills: effective analyzing, reasoning, evaluating, and creativity. We help children develop critical thinking skills and spatial awareness through solving our Tangram wooden puzzle and our Heguru Eroda colorful magnetic puzzle. Cognitive development. To support your child's overall cognitive development, there are also interesting number, letter, and knowledge games. every lesson. Numeracy. At Heguru Education, we recognize that early number sense plays a huge role in later math abilities. We offer a variety of activities to introduce addition, subtraction, and multiplication concepts, as well as fraction. We have our unique DOTS program for learning quantity, sequencing, and developing speed calculation ability. We train mental addition and subtraction using the dot bar, our Heguru in-house Numerkeisten game, as well as Big Abacus. Finally, we use catchy addition and multiplication songs for reinforcement. Visualization ability. Another important benefit of early right brain training is strong visualization ability. Indeed, visualization exercises have long been used by Olympic athletes to condition the mind and body to perform. Your child is guided through sensory awareness exercises using creative imaginary stories with special lighting effect. These delightful stories relate to real-life experiences which allow your child to exercise his imaginations and learn how to express himself. As he progresses, he is trained to control his visualization ability through our Remain Image exercise. Right brain stimulation. For effective right brain stimulation, our teachers flash cards at high speed, as fast as 2 cards per second. Guess how many cards we can flash each lesson? A whopping 450 cards. Besides effectively stimulating your child's right brain, this powerful activity helps in activating your child's instant memory and strengthens the exchange of information between the right and left brain. The flashcards also expose your child to a great amount of general knowledge and vocabulary. Literacy. For literacy, children acquire the sound of English language through being introduced to different letters and phonics. We also help them develop a deeper appreciation for the language through our weekly proverb, as well as English and Chinese poems. Our students are also exposed to a variety of foreign languages, such as French, German, Spanish, Italian, Korean, Japanese, and so on, using catchy songs and flashcards. Moral education. At Heguru Education, we hold a firm belief that EQ is equally important as IQ. We inculcate good moral values with Chinese moral teachings, discipline, and character-building songs. Encyclopedic knowledge of the world. For encyclopedic knowledge of the world, we introduce your child to interesting places of the world with our World Heritage activity. Famous artists such as Pablo Picasso and Leonardo da Vinci, to name a few, and their work arts are introduced through our art appreciation activity. Older children also learn about elements from the periodic table. Every term, we feature an interesting and useful topic from geography, physics, and biology through an impactful presentation accompanied by songs and flashcards. Some topics include the 7 continents of the world and how bodily processes like breathing happen. While teaching the children, parents are also getting a second education. Build confidence. To enable our children to project confidence, we help them practice positive thinking and confidence speaking. Considerable attention is paid to creating a positive and enabling environment. Intuitive senses. We train your child's intuitive senses, or ESP, extrasensory perception, through unique and specially crafted activities. Such social and emotional awareness training impacts our children's ability to engage with others in the increasingly self-centered world. Motor skills development. For gross motor play, our fun physical exercise segment outside the classroom allows children to exercise their gross motor coordination skills and develop their sense of balance through fun play. For fine motor skills, we introduce interesting, hands-on activities, puzzles, and finger play songs to train your child's fine motor skills, dexterity, and hand-eye coordination. Music and movement. Many of our activities are accompanied with child-friendly tunes that allow children to experience language and rhythm. During the high-energy dance segment, children can express themselves freely in the form of music, movement, and dance. Story time. We include a storytelling segment to help expose children to language, stimulate their imagination, hone their listening skills, and help cultivate a good reading habit during the formative years. Parents' guidance. Powerful right brain abilities are developed over time with the help of informed educators and guidance from parents during the child's important formative years. In addition to the class activities, our teachers will present a short parents' guidance lecture at the end of every lesson on right brain training. Preschool course. Now let's move on to a short tour of our preschool course for the 5 and 6-year-old children. Our preschool course consists of 2 sections, where the first encompasses lesson activities that are covered in the infant and toddler course. Moving to the second section, the course emphasizes cultivating a thirst for knowledge, character building, imparting good moral values, and instilling self-discipline and responsibility. Children will complete a workbook in class with the teacher's guidance. The workbook comprises of more memory training, stimulating and intriguing IQ activities, puzzles and games to train critical thinking, analytical and logical thinking, and listening training. In addition, the lesson incorporates handicraft to train the children's ability to follow instructions, memory, as well as dexterity. All of these in an intriguing and fun-filled lesson. Overview of our programs. An overview of HEGRU Education holistic programs. We offer the Infant and Toddler course for children 6 months to 4 years, Preschool course for children 5 and 6 years old, Primary School course, which will be available soon for children 7 to 12 years old. The Infant and Toddler course is a weekly 60-minute lesson. Each high-energy lesson is packed with over 40 fun-filled activities. The course is parent-accompanied, and we group our children by the same age, by their year of birth, in the same class. Our revolutionary programs cover the full spectrum of brain development activities, which include memory training, using link memory techniques, peg memory techniques, as well as developing your child's photographic memory. Cognitive and intellectual development, using hands-on puzzles and a variety of interesting number, letter, and knowledge games. Numeracy, using dot program, dot bar, Numerkästen, big abacus. Right brain stimulation, using high-speed flashcards. Every lesson, we flash a whopping 450 cards at high speed to effectively stimulate your child's right brain. Speed listening and reading. Literacy with phonics, English, and Chinese poems. Foreign languages exposure such as Spanish, German, French, Italian, and more storytelling. For encyclopedic knowledge of the world, we introduce your child to interesting places of the world with our World Heritage activity. Introduce famous paintings with our Art Appreciation activity. During our MEP song, which stands for Most Effective Program Song, the 2 teachers dance to a big poster introducing various topics from geography, physics, biology, and so on. We train your child's visualization ability, intuitive senses or extrasensory perception, socialization skills and self-confidence, fine and gross motor skills. We inculcate good moral values. We advocate parent-child bonding, which is the core of HEGRU right brain training. And a short parents' guidance lecture at the end of every lesson where our teachers will provide further notes and guidance on right brain training. For the preschool course, it is a weekly 90-minute lesson. Each high-energy lesson is packed with over 70 fun-filled activities. Children attend lessons on their own as we train their independence. Apart from covering all the topics mentioned in the infant and toddler course, the extended 30 minutes involves completing a set of workbooks in class, which includes more extensive memory training, analytical and logical thinking, instructional training, spatial visualization training, speed training, more stimulating number, letter, and knowledge activities, handicraft. During the lesson, we emphasize self-confidence, self-discipline, and self-responsibility. Parents are invited for a debrief of weekly activities and short guidance lecture at the end of every lesson. 2 additional sets of Heguru unique and comprehensive workbooks are provided for home review and practice. What makes Heguru education unique and effective? So what makes Heguru education unique and effective? Experience and long history. Heguru education is the leading and proven right and whole brain stimulation method originating from Japan. With a long history spanning over 30 years of practicum and teaching experience, our founder, Mrs. Riko Henmi, has over time developed effective courses. Mrs. Riko Henmi has also been prestigiously awarded the title of the Top 20 Super Teacher in Japan. Mrs. Riko Henmi is also the discoverer of Hado reading. Effective programs. At Heguru Education Center, we deliver lessons which are packed with over 40 fun-filled and stimulating activities per lesson for effective stimulation of your child's right and whole brain. The lessons are high energy and high impact, offering a whole new kind of learning experience. Low teacher-student ratio. Our classes boast a low teacher-to-student ratio with 2 teachers to a maximum of 7 students. Best in-class educators. Only here at Heguru Education Center, we have the best in-class educators who are all university graduates from prestigious overseas universities, from USA, Australia, and local universities such as NUS, NTU, and SIM. Our main teachers are personally trained and certified by our founders, Mrs. Riko Henmi and Mr. Hirotada Henmi, in Japan through rigorous programs. You can be assured of the best teaching quality. Most importantly, all of our teachers possess the experience and passion to nurture your child. Many of them possess relevant teaching experiences of at least 2 to over 10 years. Our founding principal, Mr. Kwa Eng Leong. With passion in early childhood education and right brain training, Eng Leong is happy to have brought Heguru education from Japan to Singapore to benefit all the little learners here, after having witnessed the effectiveness of Heguru education in Japan. He is the founder of Heguru Education Centers at 1KM and Sankong. As a father of 2, he fully understands the development and needs of young children. His accolade includes an overseas scholarship awarded by Economic Development Board of Singapore to study in a prestigious Ivy League university, Cornell University in New York, United States. Eng Leong also holds a master's degree from NUS. He sits on the expert panel of the widely popular parenting portal, The New Age Parents, our head teacher Paige. As a Raffles Junior College alumnus and NTU graduate, Paige is both a highly experienced and enthusiastic educator in right brain education and literacy, boasting over 11 years of teaching experience. She also holds the additional qualifications: Diploma of Educational Studies, the College of Teachers, UK, Diploma at Professional Level International Diploma for Teachers and Trainers, University of Cambridge, Certified Instructor of Fast Track Kids, Certified Mastery Practitioner Training by Victoria Carlton, Director of International Centre for Excellence, Australia. Paige has been a hugely popular and highly sought-after teacher for many of the parents in Singapore. In line with MOE's 21st Century Competencies Framework, globalization, changing demographics, and technological advancements are some of the key driving forces of the future. Our little learners will have to be prepared to face these challenges and seize the opportunities brought about by these forces. To help our students thrive in a fast-changing world, Heguru Education's programs are specially crafted to be in line with MOE's 21st Century Competency Framework, as we work towards developing children with inventive and critical thinking skills, global awareness, confidence, self-directed learner, and active contributor to the society. Accolades and awards. Heguru Education Center is very honored to have received recognition from parents, educators, and parenting magazines in Singapore. In late 2013, we were voted by Singapore parents and were awarded the prestigious Best Enrichment and Learning School in All-Round Intellectual Development by the Parents' World magazine. In 2014, we are proud to be awarded the School of the Year in Cognitive Development by Little magazine. Again in 2014, for 2 consecutive years, Parents' World magazine awarded us Best Enrichment and Learning School in All-Round Intellectual Development. International presence. Heguru is a well-established institution and global presence in Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, China, Kuwait, India, and Indonesia. Parents and students interviewed. Now let's take a listen to what parents of our students and our students have to say about their experience with Heguru education programs.
We see the improvement in him in terms of focusing in all the things that he's doing now. I can see that he started to get interested in shapes, sizes, able to imagine, able to have very quick reaction after the class in Heguru. Initially, it's pretty dry. It only makes the parents work very hard. Now it seems like with preschool, he tends to be more independent, and you get to see his reaction to all the curriculum that come from Heguru. He managed to remember all the teachers' names. I don't even do. And he managed to remember all the students' names within the span of 1 to 2 months. And you get to see that he's not good with numbers. There are times that you can see that he started to improve. He started to see the link. So these are certain curriculum that in Heguru that I see the improvement in him. Thanks.
Well, for my son, it gives a big range of exposure to across a few subject matters, which is the maths and also the opening out of the right brain in terms of the imaging and linking memory. You can see that after that, what happens is that when we go out and we travel, for example, after the event has happened 4 or 5 months after that, when we pass through that same area, for example, he can recall exactly what happened during that period. So he has actually quite good memory through the exposure and through the right brain training that we are undergoing. Then the other thing, it would be the type of knowledge and exposure. For example, we see also that he's being exposed to geographical information quite early, and also about the flashcards. Also, in terms of concepts that he's exposing is also fairly wide. Also, yeah. Also the creativity portion. We find that actually when it comes to telling a story based on a few objects we show him, he is able to actually tell a story that's pretty rich in detail. Yeah. Results, well, he was quite excited about the class, so I can see that actually after going for a class after about maybe a month or 2, we can see some improvement in the area.
Richmond, actually, when he first started, he's pretty bad in concentrating and couldn't really focus. So my main purpose is putting in Heguru, but I see that the system can actually help him to focus and then sit still to complete a certain task in a certain timing. So I feel that through the courses he go through for these few months, we did see improvement in him, and he has become much better that he can actually remember. His memory has improved a lot, and also he has actually more focus right now compared to the past when he first came down. Yeah, I did told England before. Actually, after the second month, then I realized he has changes. And he is getting more and more interested in learning things compared to the past when he didn't attend the course before. He was always there idling around, not able to study anything. It's pretty hard to get him down. But now if you tell him, Richmond, it's time to do our homework, everything, time to play, he will be coming down, just say okay, then he will do it. He doesn't give you problem, he doesn't get agitated or throw tantrum at all. So I think the course did help him a lot in this area. Yeah, I just talked to teacher Paige. She did give me feedback every time now and then. If he sees something is right or something's not wrong, then they give us some pointers to help us to actually educate our children better. Because as new parents, we don't really know how to educate our children. But through these courses, we learn a lot from them, and also we learn how to actually educate our children in a better way. So it did benefit a lot. The teacher also didn't really tell us the same things as what we feel, but they also can see the difference in him ever since he came here. Yeah, so actually not just the children learn, the parents learn from here. Because basically we don't really know much things. After they taught us about the right brain training and everything, we learn the knowledge from them. From there we transfer to our child. So we benefited a lot from the course actually. Yeah, so it's a very good course.
I can do homework. I also can do the Tangram e-work. I can do activities.
Do you have fun in class every week?
Yeah,
Tell me, why do you have fun in class?
Because teacher Paige always teach me lessons, and I had a lot of fun with all my friends.
Heguru Education is a proven and effective early childhood education program which specializes in bringing out genius abilities dormant in your child. Heguru does this by developing your child's creative and critical thinking processes in the fun-filled learning environment. Our program aims to nurture your child to be a positive, happy, and confident learner with the ability to obtain excellent school results, cope well with life's challenges, and excel in various other aspects of life, including sports, music, social skills, and the arts. Maximize your child's potential and ability during the short and limited window of opportunity. Give your child a much-needed head start in her lifelong learning journey and keep her ahead. Heguru Education, the award-winning brain development program for your child.